still going to continue with the basics, but we're going to incorporate that truck position that we were doing from that turtle, just to show you how it all kind of works together, right? And one thing that I'm going to go over really, really quick, that I didn't go over yesterday because I want to keep it to basics, the importance of keeping that knee up against the rib cage. That way, if you don't do it correctly, an advanced guy can get you back in the truck, or they can start taking your back. So as soon as I get my twister side control position, I'm here, right? I want him to try to turn into me, and eventually he's going to try to turn into me as well. So if I don't keep my pressure into him here, and I don't keep this knee flat on the ground, driving, if I don't get this position here, where I'm controlling here, and keeping that pressure here, if my leg comes up, all he has to do is get this leg under mine, and now from there, he can start taking my back, right? He starts getting me here, he extends me, and now I'm in trouble, right? He can just even scoot his hips back, but that's pretty much the basics, okay? If he gets me in that position here, he gets that lockdown, right? Now he's bringing me into the truck. And so all that work I did to get to twister side, he just reversed it. So that's why it's super important for me, as I'm driving into this position, to keep my knee down to the ground, stay on my toes, and control here. So when he tries to get that position on me, it's not gonna work. I'm blocking that hip with this knee as well as with my hand, okay? So because that's one of the known escapes to this, a lot of people will turn this way and try to get this knee in, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my pressure, and there's something called the fishnet, okay? So the fishnet, what it does is I need to bring his leg down over here, and I'm gonna control under his leg, and I'm gonna hug his hamstring, okay? So try to get your leg out. He's kind of stuck, okay? Now my outside hand, I always want to make sure I'm staying tight with everything that I got, okay? So my outside hand is gonna come under his hip. I'm gonna bring my elbow in, and I'm gonna control that love handle, right? I actually believe they call it the love handle, right? Because you're grabbing that, or his hip, and I'm keeping this here. So now I'm tight, and I'm putting pressure into him here, all right? So now, this is the position that I need to start putting that position together for the truck, all right? So now that I got this position, what I'm gonna do, I know it looks awkward because I'm going over his body, but I'm not just staying on his body here where he can roll me. I'm starting down in that rib cage, I'm rolling him over, okay? So that's where like that pressure comes. So once I'm ready, or he gives me an opportunity to, my outside leg is gonna come over and hook. Now when I straighten this out, from here, this leg is gonna come under, okay? My outside leg, or my inside leg is gonna come under, okay? And I'm gonna show you just really, really quick. This leg is gonna come up here while I'm still getting here, right? We're going slow. And then I'm gonna get this lockdown position from here, okay? So I'm getting the exact same position that we got from the half guard lockdown, and the same position from the truck position as we're extending, all right? And now from here, it's gonna be really easy for me to drive into him, and I'm gonna fall to my left shoulder, because that's the way that I'm going, to get into that truck position, okay? So I'm putting this pressure, and I'm just gonna roll up, and I'm back in here, okay? So, obviously he's a big guy, I might have to do it twice to get that roll, okay? Now I'm in the exact same position. I'm extending here, and I'm here. And what were some of the submissions we had, right? Got the banana split, right? I'm getting control here. I bring his leg to me. Got my calf crank, super calf crank, right? I can start grabbing his arm, swing down to take his back. Or I can get that twister position where I'm grabbing here, extending, and then get that twister from the extension, okay? So, we end up in the exact same position into that truck, all right? We'll just go over really, really quick the most important things to do again, all right? Get my position, get this knee in, right? He wants to get that inside, right? Grab his knee, or sometimes they just do it by themselves there because they think they can start getting to their knees, or I can also just take his back from here but I want to get flashy, right? Get that fishnet, controlling. Love handle, controlling. Come up. Now when I'm ready, 1, 2, 3. Right to that position. Okay, and now from here, I'm gonna roll over my shoulder. Right there. Okay? And of course we went over all the stuff we need to finish.